joining me for another video. If you're joining me for the first time, hello! Now, one of the plushies slash soft toys that I get the most questions on is authentic Pokemon plushies. Now, authentic Pokemon plushies in New Zealand are very expensive. They start at you can buy a little one for around about $20, and then getting up to the size, you'll see this was New Zealand, $59. Now, you do have sales, but it is very hard to catch the sales when they happen because they do sell out rather fast. This guy here was $59, he went down to $30. When I picked him off the table at the EB World Games sale, 2 other customers in store, because I went through and I found him, immediately came up to me and asked how much I was paying for him, and I said 30, and one of the ladies actually said, well, if you don't want him, I'll take him. So they are a sought after thing. And one thing I'm going to say about the authentic plushies, they are amazing. Far, far superior to the copies that you can pick up at events like Armageddon. So one of the ways of spotting an authentic Pokemon plush is they do tend to have awesome packaging for the bigger style ones. Tomy brand, I think Wicked is another brand that I've opened up previously, etc. So look for as I say in a lot of my videos, because a lot of people make this mistake of thinking something's authentic just because it says Pokemon. A lot of fake Pokemons say Pokemon on them, on their tags. Look for the company branding. If it doesn't have the company branding, if it doesn't have the certificate, it's probably a bootleg or a counterfeit. And just look at this guy. You can see how awesome he is just on there. For $30, he was a bargain, and I'm so glad that I got to him before the other ladies, because $59, which is the standard price for paying for these things, is a bit steep. It's not really a child-friendly toy to purchase. So I'm going to start off with a Raichu, and I know there are a few of you like me who don't really know the new Pokemon too well. We're all very familiar with Pikachus and the Bulbasaurs and things. And the Arcanine's one of the original ones too. But when it comes to something like this, it'd be like, I was like to my daughter, what Pokemon's that? It's so cute. She's like, that's an Alolan Raichu, Mum. I'm like, Raichu doesn't look like that, darling. She's like, Mum, that's an Alolan one. So different Pokemon, which we may know, evolve apparently differently in different regions. They have different looks. How is this guy? This is a Raichu. It's very, very cute. She even showed me a cartoon where he was like surfing on his tail or something. It was like, my goodness, it's so adorable. I don't have her actual standard Raichu to compare him with at the moment, but we're going to open him up first and have a look. It's as easy as that to get them out of their box. There was 1, 2, 3 things I just had to snip, and then he fell out of his box. These are really cool display pieces if you want to keep them. Otherwise, just, you know, always recycle whatever you can. And oh my goodness, isn't this adorable? He is not firmly stuffed. He is not firmly stuffed. I think the other 2 you'll find will be quite firmly stuffed. He's actually quite flopsy-mopsy. You can see his ears kind of flopping here. So he is not one of the firmly stuffed ones. A lot of them, to maintain their shapes, as Pokemon have little bits and pieces going everywhere, this tail was firmly stuffed to keep its shape. They're quite firmly stuffed to keep their shape, but this guy is a real cuddly little guy, this one. So let's bring him up and have a look. Oh my goodness, look at this face. Now, I point this out in all authentic Pokemon videos. The embroidery is pristine. It's pristine. Like, there are no pulled threads. You can't see any dirty ends. It's absolutely gorgeous. He has embroidery in a circle all around his little spark area here. I think this is where the electricity comes out, isn't it? I'm surprised that's not embroidered actually, but look at this. Look at this. It's the detailing on these authentic figures. You can tell why they are normally such an expensive toy. I think this guy was $39.99, so $40 New Zealand. coming down to here. And like the one on the show, his feet are actually attached to his tail. So it must be something with this. You can comment on the things below. My daughter will tell me if I asked her. She's not here at the moment. She just wants her soft toys opened up so she can cuddle them. So he rides it like a surfboard. So Alolan, I'm guessing, is a much like Aloha, so Hawaiian and all that sort of stuff, which kind of, I guess, goes with the whole beach theme. It's very cute. His coloring is this deep yellow, this medium brown, and this white and a cream on his tummy, and he's absolutely gorgeous. I just even going to point out here, if we can get the spotlight down. Come on, spotlight. Even the embroidery on his hands, there's no flaky threads or gaps or anything like that. It is, the quality check on them is amazing. And of course, if you're looking for an authentic figure, always look for the branded company on the side. So you'll see here, Tomy Pokemon. I think in one of my fake Pikachu videos, I pointed out that it just has Pokemon on the tag. It has no company whatsoever. So here is an oldie but a goodie, an Arcanine. Look at this. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And if you've seen the Pikachu movie, you'll have known. Oh, look at the artwork on the back. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see that. Artwork of him standing in front of a Pokeball, Tomy everywhere to make sure that you are buying the real thing. Very, very good. Now I am actually part of the reason I brought an authentic Arcanine was I was actually meant to bring in, I found a fake Arcanine on a site and I don't know where it's gone in stock. And let me tell you, you can tell the difference between the fake one looks good until you look at the authentic one. And you can tell the difference then. So let's snip him out and give him a once over. So this guy is a lot more firmly stuffed than the Alolan Raichu, which is so that he can stand up. So his legs are firmly stuffed to make sure that he retains his pose and can stand up by himself. This way, my dear. Camera's on this way. Spotlight, please. His tail is also firmly stuffed, so it's not flopping to one side. If it wasn't, it would just be going. And his neck area is also firmly stuffed. So this is one of the things with the Pokemon toys. They pay such attention to detail. They want their Pokemon doing what they're meant to doing. Not like other soft toys where it'd be like. Let's bring him up closer and have a look. Here is his face. You can see the embroidered on teeth coming down the front here. His eyes, again, you can just see that the quality check is amazing. He has this gorgeous, I don't want to squeeze them too much because I don't want to, if you squeeze them too much, then their fluff inside will slowly start to make them fall over, etc. And he is so firmly stuffed. I want to keep him standing up so she can put him on a shelf or do whatever she wants with him. His little ears. I was just checking out the little, see all the embroidery around these parts? I love, love, love those attention to detail. And though they may be expensive, it's stuff like that that makes them superior in every single way. Coming down to his fluff down here, and then he has like these tiger, like, he's a fire Pokemon, but it's interesting that he's got like these electrical zaps in his pattern. He has little fluffy bits here coming off his leg. His feet are very firmly stuffed to hold up all that weight up top. He's got little individual toes embroidered into him. And then again, we have, I keep saying it's firmly stuffed, but it is. You can feel it. It's hard in there to keep its shape. Here, and here is where his official Tomy Pokemon tag is. On the faker, it just had Pokemon printed on it. So never trust anything that just has Pokemon on it. I always say if it's too cheap to be true, it probably is. But this guy is absolutely gorgeous. And you can see the size of him compared to my hand there. Beautiful display piece. I think this guy was $40 like the Alolan Raichu. So on to my favorite one actually of this opening. Venusaur! Now this guy was $59. As I said, he came down on sale for $30 and I snapped him up like, like that. He is amazing looking, and oh my goodness gracious me, the starched felt on top with the little printed painted pieces on. It's either a paint or a sticker, I'm not too sure. Maybe it's an iron-on. We'll have a look at it. Let's free him. Here he is. Oh my goodness, he is definitely my favorite. Not to take away from how beautiful the other two are, but this guy has that extra little oomph to him. He is, of course, a what would you call it? It's a second stage evolution, even though it's the third stage, because there's Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. I believe it's called the second stage evolution. Don't shoot me if I'm wrong. His tag for Tommy is back here. He has all these little embroidered black pieces on his body. Hopefully the camera picks it up to make it look like he's kind of got scaly flesh here. He has starched felt. I'm pretty sure it's starched felt. Claws, individual claws coming out each of his feet. He is not as firmly stuffed as the Arcanine, but he is also not as cuddly as the Alolan Raichu, if that makes sense. So they've done enough just to hold. Oh, he is pretty firmly stuffed up in the ears here. Yeah, he's kind of in between the other two, which is interesting. Look at this face. So he has, again, individual teeth. These are not embroidered on or painted on. They're actually pieces of material for his teeth. He then has an embroidered tongue around his tongue here. This open mouth like he's about to attack. He's got his little nostrils here. He has a pulled bit in here just to give his face a bit more of, instead of having a more rounded look, it just gives it a bit more of a reptilian look. And then his embroidered eyes. Beautiful. Like, he looks like he's about to fight. I don't know about you, but he looks like he's about to fight. And then look at this. He has his beautiful flower up here, which is all done in like this felt-like material. It has printed on veins on the leaf. Let's see if we can get that on. Camera's not being very friendly with focusing today. Looks like there is printed on pieces on the stem of the flower going up here. And then I'm not sure if these are, I think these are like iron-on. These feel like iron-on to me, to give that flower. I mean, they could have left the flower pink and it would still look so good, but it's this attention to detail that really makes Pokemon toys, plushies, especially attractive to me. So it has a little inside part here. Excuse that fluff, that's from something else. It's not from the toy. All here, I'm just trying not. The only thing that I have to say about this material is you have to be very, very careful of rubbing it against anything that has a rough surface, because if you do, just like felt material, it becomes very fluffy. You can see tiny little bits of string coming off it, and that's just from even your hands. If your hands rub it enough, it will come undone and make it look yucky. So I'd say this isn't a toy that you can cuddle. This is more a toy that someone displays if you want to keep it in really good condition. Otherwise, that flower that looks really awesome right now will look like a fluffy mess in short order. So here are the 3 plushies that I opened today. As I said, I've done other plushie reviews. Go check them out. There's talking ones. I know that one has a lot of view. My talking ones that are talking that make all sorts of noise. In Astra's room, they just scream at each other, and I can't put up with it as much. But they are very, very cute to look at and to play with. Again, I am going to emphasize the authentic Pokemon toys. Their embroidery and their finish is pristine. There is nothing, no little detail that is overlooked. But basically, they may be expensive, but they are done to good quality. My favorite of the day was definitely this Venusaur. He's so cool. Followed by Arcanine at the side here, another cool Pokemon. I'm sorry, Alolan Raichu, you are really cute and you are the cuddliest of the lot, but compared to these two, yeah, you're just not as cool. It's all right. Astra will love you. I still love you, but I just love these ones more. If you love Pokemon plushies, please give this a thumbs up. Check out my other videos on Pokemon plushies. If there is a particular Pokemon that you are looking for a plushie review on, let me know. I always try and satisfy. Just PM me best probably to do it now that I think the PM system's stopped. So I've noticed that I get more PMs now on my Instagram, Toys Dolls Fun. If you have a specific request, I'm always happy to look out for everybody, and Astra will never say no to a Pokemon. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Catch you in the next video. Bye bye.